She told me she was so interested, but that it felt like too much. She was working full time, getting ready for her baby, and exhausted. And what she actually wanted was just to feel confident and prepared walking into the delivery room. Friend, that is exactly what my course does. But I was so busy listing the features that I did not sell her Hawaii. It's not your price. It's not your offer. You are selling the airplane when all she wants is Hawaii. So stay with me here, because in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, and it is going to change the way you sell forever. Have you ever wondered why some women become known and sell out their offers while others stay invisible? What if the difference isn't more content, but the courage to be experienced? Welcome back to Sold Out Sales School. I'm your host, Trish Ware, 7-figure founder who built an audience of over 750,000 followers through connection. I help female entrepreneurs become known and sell out their offers through live micro experiences. And today we are going somewhere fun because I have been planning a trip to Hawaii with my family, and I could not stop thinking about how perfectly it explains one of the biggest sales mistakes I see you making every single day. So buckle up, grab your coffee, because you know I have mine, and let's get into it. Okay. So here's what's happening. We are planning a family trip to Hawaii, me and Steve and Grayson, the whole crew. And I am deep in research mode, right? I'm on every travel site. I don't know about you guys, but I have a Google Sheet. I'm in the Facebook groups. I'm watching YouTube videos. I am that person. But really, all I care about is one thing. How do I get my family to Hawaii in the shortest amount of time so we can spend more days actually in Hawaii? Now, you know your girl. I'm using my credit card points from my business. If you're not doing that, I'm linking to my favorite credit card that I get the most points, and it usually pays for my flight, but that's off track. That's it. My goal is to get to Hawaii fast. More time on the beach, more time seeing all the beautiful scenery, having a luau, all the things done. I do not care about the airline. I don't care what type of plane it is. I don't need to know anything except for how do I get to Hawaii? I don't care if they give me warm pretzels or cold pretzels. None of that actually matters to me. What I want is Hawaii. I want the sand and the salt and the air and the kids in the ocean and the feeling of being completely away from everything, including away from my phone, right? And while I was in the middle of all that planning, I had a conversation come up in my memory that was semi-recent, and it stings a little bit, honestly, because I made a classic mistake that I teach my clients not to make. I had a mama, she was DMing me. We were having the best conversations. She's pregnant with first baby. She has been following me for a long time since she got married because she wanted to, have a baby. Now she's pregnant. She is as hot as they get. She's asking me some great questions. We get into a conversation and I could feel like she's ready to buy. She was so close. This is a ready, hot buyer, you guys. And then I did the thing. I know I shouldn't do it. Like, holy smokes, I teach my clients not to do it. But I started talking about the plane. I started talking about the 9 modules, and I told her it was 6 to 7 hours of video content. I told her about the 4 Zoom Hangouts a month, 4 with me, the postpartum ones with my doula. I told her about the 70 plus expert workshops inside the portal. I told her we have the full baby class, the full postpartum class, the full childbirth class. And I was going. I am so proud of what I built, right? And I kept going because I thought, wow, she's going to see how stinking valuable this is for just $297. If she sees everything she's getting, she's going to see the deal. Well, guess what? This really hot buyer went quiet. And I followed up a couple days later, and she told me very kindly that she was really interested, but it just felt like too much for her right now. She's working full time. She's getting ready for a baby. She's exhausted. Of course she is. She's pregnant. And she just didn't have the bandwidth for all of what I shared with her. And here's what really broke me apart. What she actually said was she's looking for a class that would help her understand what's going to happen during her birth so she feels prepared and confident walking into the delivery room. Y'all, that is exactly what my birth course does. That is the whole point of it. That is the outcome. But I never said that. I was selling her the stinking airplane, and what she wanted was Hawaii. I sold her 6 to 7 hours of video content. She wanted confidence. I sold her 9 modules. She wanted peace of mind. I sold her Zoom calls and expert workshops. She wanted to walk into her birth feeling ready instead of terrified. And I lost that sale, not because the offer was wrong, not because the price was wrong, not because she wasn't the right person. I lost it because I forgot to sell the outcome, the destination. Here's what that taught me. And here's why I think about it every time I'm talking to anyone at this point. Your buyers, especially the moms, if you are like me and you serve moms, if you're not, you're in the right place still, because this works for everyone. They are not shopping for features. They are shopping for feelings. They're shopping for the version of themselves who no longer has the problem. They're shopping for the relief. They're shopping for the confidence, the joy, the freedom on the other side from whatever is holding them down, whatever is overwhelming them. When you lead with everything that's inside your offer, you're doing 2 things. First, you're overwhelming someone who is already at capacity. Let's just face it, we are all at capacity. And your BFE, your best fan ever, she is maxed out. She's handling a full life. When you give her a list, her brain starts calculating the work, not the reward. And the second thing that you're doing is making her responsible for connecting the dots between your features and her outcome. You're leaving it up to her. That is not her job. That is your job. The best sales girls in the world lead with the destination. They sell the feeling of Hawaii. And then once she's bought in emotionally, the features become proof that you can actually get her there. So let me give you a practical framework that I am now going to call my Hawaii method. And this works whether you're selling in your DMs, in your captions, on a sales call, on a challenge. 4 steps. Number 1, we're going to start with the destination, start with the outcome. Before you say a word about what's inside your offer, you need to paint the picture of where she's going. And I mean, paint a clear, not a Picasso, not, you're going to feel better about birth. What will she feel walking into the delivery room? She'll feel like she knows what to ask for. She'll feel like she can breathe through a contraction without panicking. She'll feel like she's in partnership with her body instead of at war with it. Whatever your offer does, lead with the destination. I'm thinking of one of my clients. She's a sleep consultant, Taylor. Shout out Taylor. Her outcome for her mamas is that they are going to feel rested so they can be the best mom that they can be. Because ultimately, it's not about the baby not sleeping. It's not about all that. It's about the fact that everyone is tired and they are feeling guilty all the time. So when you name it, when you use her language, not yours, I see you out there, doctor, nurses, experts, you're using the jargon. They have no clue what the heck you mean. The other people who are your competitors understand you, but not her. Use the words she actually uses in her DMs, in her comments, in her reviews. That is golden nugget. That is the exact language that makes her stop scrolling and go, wait, is she talking about me? All right, step 2 in my Hawaii method that I've recently named. Once you've named Hawaii, she needs to know you can actually get her there. This is where you bring in your authority, bring in your results, bring in your proof, not features, proof. I have helped this type of woman do this specific thing. Now, I know you out there, negative Nancy's, you're like, well, I don't have any proof. Okay, that's okay. I have done this thing. There's a reason you're doing this, whether it's in-person clients or it's a change you've made in your own life. That is proof. And proof is the bridge between the dream and her trust in your booty. So for me, it sounds like, I have helped over 15,000 women walk into their birth feeling informed, prepared, and actually excited about labor instead of terrified. That's proof that the flight exists. Like, we've got the plane, ladies, but we don't care about the plane. We care about the credibility without the feature list. The next thing is you're going to introduce the vehicle briefly. After she emotionally wants to get to Hawaii or be in Hawaii, after she trusts you that you can fly her there, then and only then do you mention the plane. 1 or 2 sentences. Here's how we do it. Not everything that's inside, just enough so she knows there's a real system. This is why if you come into Content Mastery Mastermind, we're going to work on the most important aspects of your business, your content, your micro experience, your offer. And that is how we sell Hawaii. She needs to know there's a real system. So it could be a challenge. This is a 5-day live challenge where I walk you through exactly what you need to get your offer sold. Boom. Sold out offer challenge. If you don't know about that, we host it every 6 weeks. You need to come. Boom, done. She doesn't need the seat configuration. She needs to know the plane exists. The 4th step is give her the one next step, not 5 million. Don't give her 5 things she could do. One thing. The CTA is the boarding gate. Click the link to register. DM me the word Hawaii. Grab your spot before the doors close. Comment sold out to join the challenge. One clear, confident action. No, feel free to check it out, energy. No, if you're interested, here's a link. Tell her where to go. Now, let me say that again because this is so important. One next step. Now, I usually ask for permission when it comes to coaching because it's a higher ticket offer. So if you have a higher ticket offer, I would say the next step is you need to apply for the mastermind. Would you like the link? For labor nurse mama, girl, I ain't doing that for $297 offer. They're either in or they're out. We're going to tell her where to go. So let me say that again. One next step. She's overwhelmed. She's busy. The clearest path wins every time. You're going to outperform 80% of your competitors. Remember, I don't believe in competition because you are the IP. You are the magic. No one else is you. So here, I want to be honest with you. Obviously, I still catch myself doing this. I still feel this pull to make it worth it, to share everything because I'm genuinely proud of what I've built and I want you to see the value. That instinct comes from a good place, but it is a freaking trap. When I catch myself listing features, I stop and I ask, am I selling how to get there or am I selling where she wants to be? And if I've been talking for more than 2 sentences about what's inside the offer and I haven't said anything about where she's going, repeat, start over every time. This is one of those shifts that sounds simple, but changes everything about how you sell. Because when she feels like you understand the destination she's trying to reach, she stops comparing prices and starts looking for the boarding pass. So let's recap because I want this to land hard before you go back to your day. Your BFE, your buyers, I don't care about the rest of the people following you. We only care about the buyers, right? We care about everyone. Let me say that again. But the buyers are who are going to build your business and allow you freedom. Your buyers are buying the destination, not the details. They want Hawaii. They're not shopping for the airplane. They're not shopping for the airline. They're not shopping for the pretzels or the in-flight meal or the number of modules. They are shopping for confidence, for relief, for the version of themselves that's standing on the other side of the problem you solve. So next time you find your little booty, get it a warm lead. Next time you write a caption about your offer, next time you're on a sales call, lead with Hawaii. Name the destination in her exact words, and then prove you can get her there. Mention the vehicle briefly, the vehicle being your offer, and give her one clear next step. Stop selling the airplane, start selling Hawaii. And if you need help figuring out exactly how to structure your messaging so that your offer speaks directly to what your buyer actually wants, that is exactly what we work on inside the Sold Out Offer Challenge. It's a 5-day live experience where I help you get clear on your offer, your messaging, and your content so that when your dream buyer shows up warm and ready, girl, you'll know exactly what to say. So the link is in the bio or go to trishwarecoaching.com/SOO. Thank you so much for being here today. You are everything to me, and I am so excited to help you build the exact same thing that I've built better, even better. Girl, if this episode hit home for you, do me a favor, because I see y'all out there, you're just like me. You listen to an episode, you listen to a podcast, and you don't subscribe. So please subscribe. And if you do that, you're never going to miss an episode. And also take a little step further and leave me a review. It takes 2 minutes and it genuinely helps more women and this podcast start selling their offers with confidence. Come find me on Instagram at I am Trish Ware. That's I am Trish Ware, where I'm sharing content to help you grow your business, build out your micro experience without losing your freaking mind or your family in the process. Remember, you are the magic. That's your cosmic slap on the booty today. So go out there, start selling Hawaii, start selling your offer, because that's what it's about, right? Impacting lives through your offer. Now, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.